Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie Reinhardt.
And I am Amy Johnson, and we are here to introduce you to a really exciting program that Matrix Theater is doing called Sounds and Sessions. But before we get into that, it's probably important for you to know a little bit about Matrix Theater and a little bit about Charlie and I. So,
That's true. Amy, why don't you tell them about Matrix Theater?
Matrix Theater is a non-for-profit social justice theater housed on Bagley Street, right here in Southwest Detroit. Our mission is to use transformative theater to change lives, to build communities, and to establish and create opportunities for dialogue that can help impact not only the community and you as an individual, but us as a greater society. So now that you know a little bit about Matrix, Charlie, who are you?
My name is Charlie Reinhardt. I am a faculty member at Oakland University. I've been there for 12 years. I've been teaching individuals performance and speaking for over 20 years. I'm an executive communication consultant, and when I work with an individual on bringing a story or a speech to life, I really focus on attempting to pull out their voice, empowering individuals to show what they really want to do or say on a particular subject or issue. Amy, who are you?
Very much like Charlie. I have been a communication performance educator, lecturer at a university, high school teacher for many years now. In addition to that, I'm the educational director for Matrix Theater Company. I also do some executive presence and public speaking coaching for Keeney Communications. And I was a forensics coach for most of my career, which is competitive public speaking and performance. That's why it makes a lot of sense that Charlie and I are here together to introduce you to Sounds and Sessions.
It really does, Amy. But what is Sounds and Sessions?
Sounds and Sessions is free programming provided through the Celebrating Community and Culture Grant from Ford Motor Company. This program has two main areas. The first is called Sounds. What we're doing is creating a collection of stories told by individual members of the community that have lived here for years or are new to the area. And we're recording those, audio recording those, and also collecting short informational pieces from prompts developed by us that talks a little bit about the community in which we are housed in. Those things will be edited together in theme-based collections of stories, and then eventually we're going to have listening parties that are going to be free to the public, and we're going to invite everyone who wants to come and listen to the stories that we've collected. Now, the second phase of this project, and the thing that Charlie and I are here to talk to you about, is sessions. We know that some of you out there have ideas, or some of you out there believe that you have valuable memories, but you just don't know how to articulate your stories. So we have workshops called sessions. During that time, you will have the opportunity to not only help develop an idea that you have that might make a great story, but also be coached on how to create that story, whether it's written or performed. And then, if you do decide to perform that story, how to create the most memorable, connected, impactful story that you possibly can in delivery.
And as Amy talks about really breaking it down and identifying the stories and then delivering the stories, we want you to hear that that's two parts. We're going to talk about elements that make up a good story or a good narrative. And everyone's heard stories, but we all know not all of those we would classify as good stories. Not necessarily bad stories, but just maybe not good stories. We're going to introduce you to the elements that make up a good story, starting with plot, which is the arc of the story, going from beginning, middle, conflict, to resolution. We'll identify and help you pull out the plots for your story. We're going to talk about the characters that make up your story. The point of view. Is this a story about you? Is this a story that you are remembering? Is this a story that you're telling because you're witnessing it happen? Taking the time to really develop what you want to say to empower you and empower those narratives. And obviously talking about the setting. Southwest Detroit is the location where these stories are going to be taking place. Because Southwest Detroit, as Amy told you, is where Matrix Theater is.
How do you learn how to do that, huh? Well, the best way is to access Matrix website. On that website, you will have the up-to-date information about what's happening with sounds and what's happening with sessions. It will also provide you with a direct connect point. So if you're interested in talking with a coach and developing or even finding a story, we will help you make that happen.
Know that your stories have value and allow us to help you pull the value out of your experience. We hope to hear from you soon.
Sounds and Sessions is free programming provided through the Celebrating Community and Culture grant from Ford Motor Company.